close till I get up. Time is barely on our side. I don't wanna waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. Finding life along the way, melodies we haven't played. No, I don't want no rest. Echoing around these walls, fighting to create a song. I don't wanna miss a beat. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands. And we'll grow in number, fueled by them to see the horizon, turn us to thousands.
Hello, hello, hello. How are we doing today? I'm gonna turn this down a little bit. How are we doing today? All right. Make sure that my hair is good. It is good old August 27th. We are approaching the NFL season fast as ever. We are 2 weeks away from NFL season. Thursday night kickoff. We are close. We're close, my guys. We are close. I am excited. I cannot wait. What's good, Card Shark? How are we doing tonight, my friend? I'm excited. I cannot wait. I am currently in a draft as we speak. I have so many drafts that I still got to do that I feel like I'm just playing catch up all the time. So I feel like I have quite a bit to do. It's tough. It's definitely tough. I'm gonna reopen this. We'll open up the little eliminator. It's the current draft we're in. So getting cooked on MLB. Hey man, it is what it is. We have Josh Allen, Dak Prescott, Aaron Jones, Ken Walker, Miles Sanders, Antonio Gibson, Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Alan Lazard, Zay Jones. Trying to get the floor there at quarterback is the goal. And we have a good standing of running backs here, I feel like. Obviously, they're early bye weeks, so if we can manage to make it through with this team, we're definitely going to have 3 running backs for those last weeks. And that's amazing because considering we're going to have 2 guys, 3, 4 guys on bye week 7, we'll see. You think Kenneth Walker is for sure the start? Yeah. He's definitely the starter. He's definitely the starter. Charbonnet is the receiving third down back. Definitely, 100%. They're not just gonna bench a 1,000-yard rusher they drafted a year ago. That's just not how Carroll rolls. Oh boy, tight end's gonna get interesting here. Tight end, we're gonna have to get gritty. We're gonna have to get real gritty at tight end. That's okay though, it's nothing I'm not acquainted to. So week 10, we're gonna go ahead and take a Raheem Mostert. Get an early starter for these early bye weeks, because we know Mostert's gonna be the guy for that Dolphins team. So we're gonna make sure we have somebody to fill those weeks. That's the whole goal there. And our receivers are definitely good enough to where I am okay with that. Now, our tight end room at this point is going to be led by a guy named, it's either going to be Everett or Komet. I haven't decided. I think Everett's a decent selection. I'm just not huge on drafting Komet here. I think we're going to end up going Gerald Everett. I think that's where we're kind of making a look here. We got two pretty good quarterbacks, I'd say, in Dak and Josh Allen. We'll get a third one towards the end of the draft, but I think right now we're good on running back and we're good on receiver to where we don't really got to look, honest to God. But yeah, I think Kenneth Walker, there's no real comp test, I don't think. I think Charbonnet's good. I have a lot of Charbonnet in best ball, but I do think he's good. I just don't know how much we're really going to weigh in the fact of Charbonnet being the guy. You know, I don't see that happening this year, barring a Kenneth Walker injury. That's what it's probably going to take to get him in. Let's see. Where's Kate Otten? Kate Otten might be a guy we look at later. Same with Fant. I want to make sure we have a good floor at quarterback. I mean, Josh Allen is an exceptional floor. But then to add Dak to that in case he has some boom weeks as well, you know, that's kind of the whole goal there with this. We got a few drafts on the tab tonight. Probably gonna do 2 or 3. Kind of see where the night takes us. But like I said, I've got a lot of drafts to do still. So thoughts on Trey Lance? Well, I mean, he got traded to the Dallas Cowboys. I don't think he's gonna be a factor this year at all. Dynasty wise, I think that's better place for him to be landing. You know, if you're in any dynasty leagues, I think Trey Lance is a guy that he landed in a better spot in Dallas than he was in San Fran, in my opinion. You know, Dak might be a guy who they're maybe looking to move on from after this year. You know, I don't know. I want to kind of look at his contract here because I don't know when his contract is up, but I think it's a good move. I liked it for Dallas quite a bit. You know, Dak approaching 31 years old. You know, I think they're definitely, he becomes an unrestricted free agent at the age of 34 in 2025. So, you know, he has a team option, I believe, if the team wants to bring him back. He has a no trade clause as well, which he could waive if he wants out. So, you know, there's a lot of good things there that I feel like could be good for him. You know, he has one more year left on his deal, so we'll see what happens with it. I think Trey Lance is definitely a good dynasty play, though. I definitely do believe in Trey Lance dynasty. Looks like we might have to take a quarterback here. Stafford and Howell just went, so looks like we're going to have to take our third QB. Opinions on 12-man half PPR. Herbert, Barkley, Pollard, Ridley, Pittman, Waller, Kamara. Bench is Khalil Herbert, Godwin, Elijah Moore, Sky Moore, Tank Bigsby, Laporta. I was picked 12. Pretty solid, I would say, overall. I do like Justin Herbert, getting Justin Herbert. I would have liked to have seen maybe you get one of his targets, but, you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. I actually really like that team. Pollard, I probably would have preferred Jacobs to Pollard if you could have. I don't know if you could have or not. But that's probably the only two things. I'm not a big Khalil Herbert fan. I'm okay with it though. Yo guys, if you're new here, make sure y'all hit the sub button, smash the like button. That helps me out quite a bit. Definitely helps me out, and it puts it in the algo. I'm trying to grow. Also, if you guys are interested, Patreon, I am uploading my updated rankings tomorrow on the Patreon. So, if you guys are interested in that, I can get you guys the link for my Patreon page. Let me go ahead and pull that up here real fast. I will go ahead and get you guys the link to that, and you guys can have it. So, if you guys are interested, let me know. We are going to start uploading content as well on there, articles. I haven't done that yet. We are going to go ahead and take a quarterback here instead of a tight end. I am going to pass on the tight end for the time being. I want to make sure that I get a third quarterback to make sure my floor is sound, and it's a guy that I actually want to have. We are going to take Mac Jones here as our third QB. I wanted to make sure I got a third quarterback. I don't have to look at quarterbacks now for the rest of the draft. And quite honestly, I don't know that I got to look at running backs the rest of the draft, but we're going to have them up anyways. So if you guys want to go check that out, please make sure y'all do. If y'all do not already, also, please follow my Twitter as well. I do post some fantasy football stuff on there as well. I also post when I go live. So if y'all have not already, I will drop that link as well to follow me over on Twitter. This is my Twitter. I'm kind of working on converting myself into a fantasy football creator. So I've kind of moved on from the 2K world, creating wise. We'll see though. We'll see. You sent me your team. Well, I don't know what team this is. I don't know the format or anything of this. Card Shark, so it's kind of hard for me to know. Let's see. Kyler Murray goes off the board here. Like I said, I want to make sure that we get one more receiver, I think, here. Running back, I think we're good. I don't think we need any more. We got 5 guys I feel like I can rely on. So, tight end. Ooh, it's a wasteland at tight end. It is a wasteland, ladies and gentlemen, at tight end. We are going to go ahead and go Hunter Henry. That's just an upside pick in hopes that maybe we can get something out of Hunter Henry. Gosh, it is a wasteland at tight end. Our league? Oh, okay. So 12 team. Okay. So Fields hasn't looked great. Like, Fields has looked okay in preseason. His weapons have looked terrible outside of DJ Moore, so it's going to be interesting to see kind of what his upside is. Obviously, you're paying for his rushing, so. Kenneth Walker. I like Ken Walker. Cam Akers is kind of a boring pick. We'll see what goes on with him. Justin Jefferson, obviously, is Justin Jefferson. He's the best receiver in the NFL. Devontae Smith. I think it's concerning to see all the RBs that they have there. Goddard's back. I don't know how much I love Devontae Smith. I like him enough to, say he is good. I do recognize he is a top 15 receiver. But we'll see. Ridley, I think everybody's ignoring the fact that he has been off for almost 2 years. And I think he's overhyped. But I do understand the hype. So, if you believe he's a top 15 upside, sure, that's fine. Cole Kmet at tight end, that's a little weak. If you're going to play this format of league, you definitely do punt the tight end, in my opinion. JSN, depending on where you got him, he's not going to be probably effective until week 8, week 9. I would say he probably won't even be startable till then in redraft, especially with those receivers. I just don't see it. I'd probably start OBJ over JSN. Javonte Williams, I like Javonte Williams. I saw an interesting stat today. Sean Payton, of his 14 NFL seasons coaching, or 15 NFL seasons coaching, 14 of those he has produced a top 20 RB. So you got to kind of look at it like, okay, that's really good. Zach Charbonnet, you did secure the backfield there. I think Zach Charbonnet is going to have some standalone value, so in bye week situations, he's a good play. OBJ, as I said, I think I'd start him over Jason. Rondale Moore is going to have some boom weeks. Claypool sucks. Van is kind of mid. Curtis Samuel, There's a lot of Josh Downs, I like the upside there. I like Downs. Gino as a backup QB, that's fine. I think it's all right. Ryan Tannehill off the board. I can't believe I'm going to be looking for a week 13 tight end as well. Kate Otten might be a choice for me. Noah Fant could be okay. No problem, card chart. No problem, man. I'm kind of looking to get a running back in our league. You know, we'll see. I'm okay with my running backs. It's just I would like to have one more. To be honest. Desmond Ritter goes. So hard to get it. We might have to go week 7, unfortunately. We just might have to. I know Hayden Hurst isn't exciting, but like, there's just nobody else here that I love. So it's rough. This is the Eliminator format for those that are curious. We will be doing a Best Ball Mania after this. So I was just in the middle of this one already, so I figured I'd finish it. Go ahead and take Hayden Hurst here. Is there any receivers that we want? Not in particularly. There's not really any guy that's like jumping off the page at me right now at receiver. You guys have any questions? Make sure y'all drop them down in the comments. Make sure y'all are dropping that like, hitting the sub button. We have been going live mostly every day up until draft season. We will see. We'll see what happens, though. All right, we got Michael Mayer. Like I said, I knew we were gonna probably get him. 4 tight ends. We're probably gonna take one more receiver. Is kind of the look at what we're looking at here. Receiver, or we go a 5th tight end. I really don't want to go 5 tight ends. I want to make sure that I have another receiver in case something crazy happens with these running backs. You know, we don't really have any correlation here, overlap. We do have correlation here, so week 7 we're only gonna have these 3 receivers. I at least want to have a 4th option. So a receiver with not week 7 as their bye week is going to be preferred. So like maybe a Josh Downs. I'm gonna say a Robert Woods, but he's bye week 7. Devontae Parker maybe. Rashid Shaheed would be decent. I don't know that those guys are going to fall to me, though. Mac Hollins, maybe. Drake London, Kyle Pitts, and B.J. Ross get Devin some tickets first. Hollins current sitting numbers would be difficult. Very high number. Yeah, we understand that. He's not going to replicate last year's numbers. We understand that going in. Like, we're just hoping for a good game. Like maybe 2. You know, I think Allen Robinson's another guy that we could see possibly be decent in his offense. That's another guy that I feel like might have some upside. I don't know how much juice I feel confident about him having in the tank left. So it's kind of tough in that regard. So we'll see. We will see. This is the last pick of the draft too for us, so like I said, I think preferably the order. I don't know why it won't let me swap my queue around, but is going to be Shaheed, Downs, and then if I get neither one of them, then we're going to have to find a third choice. I think Matt Collins might be one of those choices. Deontay Hardy looks like he's going to make the roster, but I don't know how confident I am in that being an option, like a viable one. Randall Cobb, maybe. Maybe we just go to bye week 7. So Cobb's not even really a choice. I don't really like Michael Wilson just because he's a rookie. We don't know what his role is. Justin Ross, I'm not buying the hype. I'm just not. You know, Justin Ross might be a rotational guy, but I just don't see that being really effective in that offense. We'll see, though. I mean, we'll just have to see. You know, I don't believe in that. I do want to make sure I get this uploaded to Twitter as well. Real quick. All right. That is not what I wanted. I wanted to make sure to get this link. There we go. All right. We might do drafters tonight. We might save that for a week thing, like in the week. So, probably what we're gonna do. Wait till midweek to do that. We'll see though. All right. So last pick here. Looks like all 3 of our guys are there. Maybe we're gonna go Josh Downs here though. I know a rookie is kind of ballsy to go in this format, but I feel like he is definitely the best choice here. Big play potential could happen. You know, we'll see. I feel like that team's not bad. We got a good floor with quarterbacks. We got Allen, Dak, and Mac Jones. Pretty solid floor between the two, Josh Allen and Dak. Running back, we do have good running backs there. At least 5 starters that are viable. Good options there. And their bye weeks are earlier, so I feel like once we get through their bye weeks, they're all going to be viable in the flex as well. Tyreek Hill, T. Higgins, Gabe Davis, Alan Lazard, Zay Jones, Josh Downs. You know, I feel like that's fine. Our 4 tight ends, pretty decent. All right, so we are going to get into a Best Ball Mania as I promised. I've been trying to max my little eliminators. You get 20 entries. I think I'm at 12. So we might have to kind of sort of look at that a little bit more tomorrow or later tonight. I don't know. May have to do some autos. We'll see. We're going to enter a BBM and see what happens here. If I am guessing correctly, this is Best Ball Mania 114? 113. This is Best Ball Mania 113. Our goal is probably to get to 120 or 115 and stop. I'm not going to do much more than 115. I think we've kind of gotten to the point now where we have a lot of the builds we want to have. I've spent enough money on this point, so we've given ourselves a good shot. You know, we've given ourselves a chance to really fully understand this season of football and this body of work, I feel like. You know, so we have, so far, we have 113 Best Ball Mania, 4 entries. The Eliminator, the $50 entry, we have 3 of those. Hound Dog, we got 5. I don't even remember what the Hound Dog was. The Golden, we only got 1. Poodle 2, we got 2. Poodle 3, we got 4. Poodle, we got 1. Little Eliminator, we're at 12, like I said. The Puppy 2, we got 16. The Puppy 3, we're going to have 40 entries into that once the slow drafts end. The Fast Puppy, we're at 21. The Chihuahua, we're at 5. The Chihuahua 2, we're at 11. Pomeranian 2, we're at 6. We did some Superflex leagues as well. The Chihuahua, but Superflex, we're at 19 entries. Pomeranian, but Superflex, we only got 3 into that one. And then we got some big boards as well. Big board, 11 entries. Big board, Superflex, we only got 3 into that one. So we do have a 10-person sit and go, and we only have 1 weekly winners. I'm not a big weekly winners guy. I haven't really figured out how I want to play that yet, and I still don't really know what I want to do. If I want to just say forget it and keep doing other contests, or if I kind of want to try to get some entries in. We get to 102. So we get a shot here at doing something that we don't really get to do a lot. You know, we don't get fortunate enough in BBM to have this second spot. So I think if you want to get really weird, you could go all Eagles offense and take AJ Brown here. But I'm just not doing that. I'm just not gonna be that guy. You know, you could go AJ Brown, and then next round take Diggs and Hurts, but Diggs and Hurts, Jesus. Devontae Smith and Hurts, I just don't trust I don't trust it. Especially considering the Eagles' schedule. You know, it's going to be the Seahawks, Giants, and Cardinals. That's going to be a really fun schedule come 15, 16, 17. In a surprising turn of events, we're going to get another share of Justin Jefferson. All right, I'm thrilled by that. I am absolutely thrilled that you took McCaffrey over Jefferson. Thank you. Thank you very much. I gladly appreciate that. Tyreek Hill goes at the 104. Kelsey at 105. Super happy to see McCaffrey go over Justin Jefferson. That's just a pick to me. You try, like, the first round, it's hard to get cute with. The rest of it, you can maybe get cute, like the second, third, fourth, fifth, you can get a little cute. First round, it's kind of hard. I've done it a few times, but I'm not a big fan of doing it. We'll put it that way. Because, like, if you get those early picks, you don't want to take an AJ Brown whenever you could do, you know, let's just say you have a 5 or 6. That's more so where I would be looking to take, like, AJ Brown. You know, AJ, if you want to do that, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and then Jalen Hurts, or Jalen Hurts, you know, second, and then AJ Brown. Or, well, Jalen Hurts second, then Devontae Smith, you might be able to get away with it. But Devontae Smith is at the 2-3 turn. Like, I am not personally interested in taking AJ Brown at second overall just to get the stack of Hurts, Devontae, and Jalen. I'm not. Is it going to be a rare stack? Sure. I think it might be a rare stack, but I'm sure people have done it. You know, I'm sure some guru, weirdo guy has done it. Like, I'm just, you know, it's just me theorizing. I'm not willing to pass up Justin Jefferson for that. I'm just not. Anytime I can get a Justin Jefferson share, I'm going to take it and run with it and build stacks off of that, knowing that I'm going to get a solid 15 to 20 every week from Justin Jefferson. That's the biggest thing. That's big to know. Like, you can get Justin Jefferson, Jalen Hurts, and Devontae Smith. Like, you could get most of the stack anyways. You don't need to get AJ Brown. It's all about getting the points. I get the correlations, and you're looking to get the boom in 15, 16, 17. But the Vikings do not have a bad schedule week 15, 16, 17. Truly, it's not as bad as what people have kind of, I don't want to say made it out to be, because I don't really see people making it out to be that bad. I don't know, man. I just don't see it being something that we need to be concerned about, taking Justin Jefferson. Like, I think you're just overthinking it at that point. Like, at 2, like, at 1, 2, or 3, if Justin Jefferson's there, you gotta take him. Especially at 3. If, like, you're getting him at 3, that's nuts. You know, I mean, the Vikings' last 3 are Raiders, Bengals, and Lions. Like, if you're telling me you don't think those games are going to be shootouts, I don't know. You know, I don't know what to tell you, to be honest. See, like here, I'm okay with going Hurts and Devontae Smith. Like, I'm more than happy doing that. We're gonna make sure we lock up Hurts though. Okay, so Devontae goes. So therefore, that kind of makes me think, okay, Josh Allen's the guy I might go with, but Hurts also is nice. I think we're gonna go ahead and go Jalen Hurts still. But Josh Allen has more guys to correlate with. Same with Mahomes. Mahomes really just doesn't have early guys. Hurts just has one more guy you can correlate. We're gonna go Josh Allen. We're gonna go Josh Allen here. Josh Allen, Justin Jefferson. See what happens with it. And you know what? Our best player, Josh Jacobs, we're gonna take him as well. I am ecstatic that he's signed. He's still going way too late. It's starting to correct itself, but he's still going way too late. So now, in my eyes, we have QB with a great floor and a very high ceiling, running back with a great floor and a great high ceiling, and correlation in the 15, 16, 17 weeks between these two. And Jacobs obviously is great as well. Or Jefferson, I mean. Jefferson's obviously great as well. You know, week 15, the Raiders play the Vikings. So, you know, great correlation there as well. I am ecstatic about that. See, Poker Toker, he did get the Hurts Devontae Smith. You know, he kind of leveraged me there. That's fine. We'll go get Gabe Davis. We'll go get Kincaid. Official word that CJ Stroud is Houston's quarterback 1. I don't really know why that was even a debate. I really honestly don't see how anybody thought he wasn't going to be starting. He could have looked like an absolute trash can out there and still started. They are not spending that much draft capital on him and not playing him. Guys, like, dude, like I said, this is one of those situations, just don't overthink it. Another guy that I think is kind of severely underrated in best ball, if you need somebody that's early on, you know, I feel like a good target early on is Adam Thielen. You know, if you have a lot of rookies and you feel like, you know, you're going to need some production early, Adam Thielen's going to be a good production guy early. He's definitely emerged as Bryce Young's favorite target. So I feel like that all but helps him. And we're looking at a guy who obviously is older, but I feel like he definitely has some juice in the tank to where he's showing that he can be a guy to actually be a reliable receiver. So we'll see. We'll see. I mean, it's interesting. It's interesting definitely to see. I'm interested to see that offense. Because I don't really know how it's going to play out. You know, it kind of comes down to Bryce Young. To some extent, it does. And Bryce Young's definitely going to have his growing pains, which is totally acceptable. Like, we know that's going to be the thing. We already know that going in. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to make also... Coming soon, I'm going to have a Facebook group as well. I don't know what we're going to call it yet.
Is your head spinning? Is your heart racing? Is there fire in your veins? Are your bones burning? Is your skin yearning? 'Cause you're driving me insane.
So I don't know what we're going to call it yet. You guys have any good names maybe for like a group or a podcast or something like that? Like, I don't really want to keep my name as it is. Like, we might call it like PrimeTime Fantasy Football. Or Fantasy Football Prime Time. That would be nice. That would be a good group. I think that might be what we go with, actually. Justin Herbert going off the board at pick 39. He must be building it. Yep. So we see kind of some correlation here with Mike Williams, Justin Herbert. we do want to make sure that we are getting in there as well. So, like I said, we do have some correlation already kind of starting here, I believe. You know, Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Justin Jefferson. We are looking Gabe Davis. We are looking, we're not really looking at the running back for Buffalo. I'm not a huge fan of drafting James Cook as a correlation to Josh Allen. I just don't really see how good that's going to be. I genuinely just have no idea how good that's going to be. I don't think Josh Allen really dumps to his running backs. We saw that with Hines. You know, we kind of expected Hines to be a big role, and he really wasn't. Last season, you know, I don't really know. I don't know how I feel about that. Josh Allen takes a lot of the rushing touchdowns as it is, so it's kind of hard for me to feel okay about it. I think in this spot, we're going to be looking for a guy who can provide some upside. So, if it's in that week set, you know, if it's from Detroit, if it's from Cincy, if it's from the Raiders, that'd be great, but it's obviously not going to be. And I think in this room, we are going to try to read the room here a little bit and maybe go with a guy like Drake London. I know that's not the typical pick, but I know I don't have a lot of Drake London, and I don't really think it's a guy who could burn me. Okay, well, I guess we're not going to go Drake London. We're not going to take D-Hop. I don't like D-Hop. He has no upside to me. I think Ayuk has a little bit more to offer, upside-wise. But at the same time, I kind of think McLaurin at his price is cheap. I also like Aaron Jones at this price. So I think we're going to go with Aaron Jones here. Kind of pat our bags a little bit here with the Aaron Jones. And we get another pick coming up here. So if we can get Ken Walker here as well, I think that's going to be a play that we might do. Another play that we could do is McLaurin. I'm not going to pad my Jahan Dotson. I know I have a lot of Jahan Dotson. I still think that offense is going to be decent. I don't think it's going to be exceptional, but I do think there's enough room in there for a couple 1,000-yard receivers. We'll see. So, with that being said, Ayuk is another guy that I'm really confident in. I just don't know. You know, we get a fully healthy Christian McCaffrey. I don't know how likely it is he repeats what he did last year. So I think a guy that we're going to take here, we are going to reach again on Jahan Dotson. I like Jahan a lot. So we are going to go ahead and go with Jahan Dotson here at pick 50. I think Lockett's a viable pick as well. Deontay, I've drafted enough of Deontay to where I feel like I'm not super high on him. I think he's okay though. I have a lot of Steelers stacks, but they're with they're not with Najee necessarily. They're with Pickens and Freiermuth and Warren. They're not really with Deontay. Recently, I've been getting them with Deontay. So I feel like I have enough Deontay to where I'm not going to get burned by it since I don't really love the guy anyways. We'll look at my exposures to the Steelers real quick. Like I said, I know that Freiermuth is one of my most drafted players. Kenny Pickett's above average as well. He might be my most drafted quarterback behind Watson. Then you got Warren, Pickens, Deontay Johnson, and then the rest are just kind of there as fillers to fill for, you know, correlation with the team. So that's kind of the big goal there. All right. So I think this is a solid start so far. You know, we've started Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, and Jahan Dotson. A lot of J names. A lot of J names. I will say we're looking to get Gabe Davis probably here on the flip. Hopefully he falls to us here. I would really also like to get Kittle. I don't know that those guys are going to fall, though. Hawkinson going at 61. This is just such a value for Hawkinson, I feel like. This guy has 3 RBs. That's interesting with his receiver 1 being Debo. I do not like that build at all. The only way I would like that build is if you had Justin Jefferson as your receiver 1. Then I can see that working. I just don't see it working with Debo Samuel being your wide receiver 1. McLaurin goes off the board there at 64. I don't really have a ton of Terry McLaurin. I wish that I could say I loved Terry. I think Terry's a very boring pick in best ball. There goes Gabe Davis, unfortunately, so we're not going to be able to have that stack like I was hoping. It is what it is, though. James Cook goes right after. We were really hoping to get a stack there of some kind. It is what it is. Josh Allen provides enough value to where we don't necessarily have to stack him. I think we're going to take Jerry Jeudy at 70 if he falls here. My Jerry Jeudy bags are already pretty decently sized, but at pick 70, I just don't feel like that's worth passing. Like, I feel like that's way too cheap for him. We'll see, though. Jordan Addison goes. He's got a lot of receivers. Good tight end. Jerry Jeudy, we're going to go ahead and take him. Have the chance there that late in the season he'll be fine, which I think he will be. So, take that chance. Odell Beckham Jr. with the big reach here. Not sure I like that at all. I think we're going to look at a tight end here in Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts has a good chance this season to turn it around. Much better QB play, I think, with Ritter being there rather than Mariota. So I am going to go ahead and go with Kyle Pitts here. So far, we're starting off, I think, pretty good. With Josh Allen, Josh Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Justin Jefferson, Jahan Dotson, Jerry Jeudy, and Kyle Pitts. We're probably going to go deeper here into running back next pick. Like I said, I really like to finish my running backs by pick 130, 140. I don't really want to have to pick more running backs after that because they're just toss-ups at that point. Like, used to, you could take an Ezekiel Elliott at the end or Kamara at 120 and be okay, but like, you can't do that anymore. So like, it's really hard to let picks go past that point at running back. So we'll see what happens here. JSN, see, I think Jeudy going where he is a much better value than JSN where he's going. JSN just, nobody's adjusted the price. So I don't really understand that. How do we set the standard for Jeudy but not JSN? Quentin Johnston, Zay Flowers, David Montgomery, James Conner. I think James Conner's a guy that we can look at and, you know, kind of like. I don't really have a ton of James Conner. We're going to go back and look at my little exposures here into James Conner. I don't really think I have a ton of him, but yeah, 7%. I'm about average on him. James Cook, all my bags are underneath on James Cook. Like, I got him for cheap, like 90 or higher on the ADP. I just think paying the price right now is insane. I understand that he is going to be the RB1, but I just don't know. I don't know how I feel about it, you know? I'm going to comment on this guy's tweet real quick. Oh, wait, crap. No. I want to make sure that I get a comment in on this guy's tweet. What are they talking about? Oh, Lockett. Yeah, I can't say I'm a Lockett. I was the JSN guy, so it's kind of hard. I don't know. All right, so let's see here. We're going to look to deep in here our wide receiver bag and probably go with... There's just not a lot of receivers here that I love. My only problem here. But I am going to go ahead and take like a Michael Thomas, Elijah Moore maybe. I think that could be interesting. Okay. We'll go Elijah Moore. That's the one I want to make sure I get. So honestly, if I get Michael Thomas or Rashad Bateman, I'm okay. I don't really want to add to my Tony bags. So... Raheem Mostert in the top 100 is insane. I won't even lie. That's insane. We're gonna go ahead and take Michael Thomas. No. You know what? No, we're not gonna take Michael Thomas. Here's why. We're gonna take Kadarius because I like Kadarius Toney, and I think he's probably the best bet here. So we're gonna take Kadarius Toney and go with it. I think he's got the most upside, especially as a receiver 5. We'll see though. I'm looking at my fantasy baseball real quick here. COUL. They both of them. Okay. I think a lot of this too is we're gonna have to rely on these running backs to be good. So I think we could realistically look at a guy, you know, like Damian Harris to get some looks, like Kenneth Gainwell to get some looks. Algier is another guy that I think is going to have a role in the offense. Roshan, I think, is decent. Jeff Wilson's a very still underrated commodity, along with Tajay Spears. I think both those guys are very underrated commodities. You know, I just think there's a lot of underrated commodities here still in the running back area, in the running back space. People are assuming that Mostert's going to be the guy, but I don't think we can assume that. Reason being is because we saw it last year, where Jeff Wilson was more so the guy. I mean, Raheem Mostert did have a decent year last year, but Raheem Mostert is also another year older. He's approaching his age 31 season, I believe. So it's really tough to trust upside there. Obviously, Devon Achane has some stuff in the tank because of how young he is. So I still think he's probably the ideal weapon there, but I'm not going to continue to draft Devon Achane myself. I just think Jeff Wilson's too cheap, and I think if I want a backfield piece of that team, that's the backfield piece I'm going to get. So, and I really like our receivers here. I think we can go running back and Kincaid here. That's probably what we're going to do, is running back Kincaid. I don't necessarily need a quarterback here, especially considering this isn't one of those things where we got to go crazy with. Cousins isn't a guy we need to get either because of our bye week correlation here at quarterback. Doesn't make much sense to go Cousins. I think we're going to look Dalton Kincaid first and see what happens. I think Kincaid, we have very little of Kincaid anyways. We'll see. I'm not saying that I hate Kincaid. It's just so hard as a rookie tight end to be a guy. It really is. It's hard to be an impactful guy. We'll put it that way. Derek Carr goes at 120. Derek Carr, for some odd reason, is flying up boards, and I don't know why. Jawan Johnson at 120. Like, that's some weird picking. I think more than likely, the most likely proponent of a role is going to be either Pirine or McKinnon. I'm going to go ahead and go Pirine. I don't have a lot of Pirine, and I think Denver's going to like him early on. So, we're kind of going to go with that. See what happens though. I think Damian Harris could fall back to us here. That's kind of why I passed on him. I think there's a chance that we could get Damian Harris down here at 139, you know, or well, I guess 143. I think there's a chance. If we don't, then it's fine, but I think there's a chance of it happening. You know, the goal line touchdowns that Josh Allen doesn't necessarily get, maybe Damian Harris makes up for that in a week. I don't know. We'll see. I think that could be a play that we take. Jamison Williams off the board here at 126 to JK Dynasty. Let's kind of look at our opponents here, or our squadrons here of people. McCaffrey, Mixon, Mahomes, Kirk, Pickens, Odell, Pittman, Mostert, Freiermuth, Carr, Jawan. That team is just terrible at 1. I don't know what that guy is doing to correlate. He's not doing anything to correlate, I guess. I don't really know what he's doing at all. Yeah. There's my team. Jamar, Devontae, Hurts, Drake London, Kenneth Walker, George Kittle, Marquise Brown as your wide receiver 3, He's building up his running back with Dalvin Cook, Antonio Gibson, Rashad Penny, and Tyler Boyd as his receiver 4. I'm on that team. Tyreek Hill, Jalen Waddle, Mark Andrews. I'm sure he doesn't have Tua, so he just has the Miami receivers. That kind of sucks. Probably got sniped here. That really does suck for him. Watson, Andrews, DeAndre Hopkins, Jordan Addison, J.K. Dobbins, DeAndre Swift, AR, Daniel Jones, and Jacoby Myers. He has no stacking so far at all. He's probably been sniped a few times, be my guess. Kelsey, Ridley, Ramondre, DJ Moore, Trevor Lawrence, Alexander Madison, Javonte Williams, Sky Moore, Michael Thomas, Juju, Jamal Williams. No correlation there at all with Trevor Lawrence. Cooper Kupp, Tony Pollard, DK Metcalf, Travis Etienne, Brandon Ayuk, Damian Pierce, JSN, Dallas Goedert, Rashad Bateman, Geno Smith, Jamison Williams. That's pretty good with correlation. AJ Brown, Chris Olave, T. Higgins, Breece Hall, Deontay Johnson, James Cook, David Montgomery, Tua, Jalen Warren, Romeo Doubs, Kenneth Gainwell. Not very good correlation there either. Bijan, Devontae Adams, Jonathan Taylor, Joe Burrow, Darren Waller, Gabe Davis, Zay Flowers, Treylon Burks, Isaiah Pacheco, Nico Collins take Bigsby. There's just no correlation in this draft at all. Amon-Ra, Gibbs, and he's got Goff. So that's a one correlated team. That week 17 could be really good. With Eckler and Amari Cooper, you know, I think that's a really solid start, definitely, for this guy. Najee, I would have definitely not taken. I still probably would have taken Godwin over Najee. But Najee at 57 is good value, so I understand it. McLaurin on the turn, that's really good. Quentin Johnston. Deshaun Watson with Amari Cooper. And Njoku, that's solid. AJ Dillon's. Yeah, this is a really good team here. D-Lang, we have Garrett Wilson, CeeDee Lamb, Mike Williams, Justin Herbert paired up with Mike Williams, Chris Godwin, Cam Akers, James Conner, Khalil Herbert, Alan Lazard, Dak Prescott paired up with CeeDee Lamb, Higbee and Gerald Everett paired up once again with Herbert. Pretty good team. We got to look at the board here. We'll take a break. Look at the board. See, I told you guys Damian Harris is kind of looking like he might fall to us. Anyways, so I'm happy with this. Getting Damian Harris here. And maybe we can go Damian Harris, Russell Wilson. I'd be thrilled with that. That'd kind of be the look we'd be looking to get. He's already got 2 QBs, so I don't really see him taking another one. Tyler Algier goes to Jay Nasty. I like Algier too, but this build requires me probably to take Damian Harris. Or even Jerick McKinnon would be a decent take here. I think Jerick McKinnon might be a better take here, actually. Yeah, we're going to go Jerick McKinnon. Sorry, Russ. We might pass on you. We have a little bit of Denver correlation, but is it important enough to really stack it? Probably not. I think we could go Washington a little later and be okay. Or Daryl Patterson and KJ Osborne. Interesting. Okay, I guess we could go Russell Wilson here. Honestly, I don't really want to, though. I still think... Do we have any Niners? I don't think we do. No, we don't. Okay. I still think we go Damian Harris and call it quits on running back, because I think this is the most running backs we're going to need. So now we need to really focus on quarterback, wide receiver, tight end. We might take a third tight end. We might not. We'll see. We put ourselves in a position where we don't necessarily have to take a third tight end. Mingo's not a bad choice. Thielen's not a bad choice, especially on this team. I think Thielen would be a pretty good choice to hold me over for the weeks that Judy's gone. Elijah's on a bye week and Kadarius Toney's coming back. Dotson being a rookie, or not really a rookie, but his second-year receiver. You know, I think it could hold me over to take a guy like Thielen. Not necessarily a late-in-season play, but not everybody's got to hit a home run here. Thielen goes, so I get it. He's got a lot of early season plays. He doesn't really have the late season guys. In my eyes, he doesn't. So, yeah. I just don't really understand this guy's team build. He has Trevor Lawrence and Calvin Ridley, I guess, but I don't really understand his team build. Purdy goes pair up with Ayuk. Geno's paired up with DK and Jackson Smith and Jigba. So he's getting some pairings going here. I do like that. I think with this team as well, we could look to maybe get Luke Musgrave and go with a Green Bay correlation. That's something else we could do. What are the Green Bay's last few games here? Buccaneers, Panthers, and Vikings. And we aren't going to get the Vikings, obviously, because they're week 18, so it's definitely going to be Giants, Bucks, and Packers. So we're kind of looking at that. Tajay Spears goes. Matt Stafford is going off the board. Dalton Schultz. Dalton Schultz at 155. That's something, man. Zeke goes. Like I said, I don't think personally I'm going to be the guy who wants to take Russ, but he falls to me this next pick, I'm definitely taking him, like, without a doubt in my mind. Week 17, we're looking at Minnesota, Carolina, Tampa. So, you know, week 17, we're looking at Minnesota with Green Bay. You know, we have Justin Jefferson already. We could get some more exposures into that game and go Jordan Love. You know, that's just an option that we have. Or we could go Denver Broncos and go Russell Wilson. We already have Judy and Samaje Perine for. And we could get Dulcich from Denver. Like, there's some options we have here with stacks that we can do. I still feel confident in that. So, that's good. At the very least. Kenny Pickett goes. I think Kenny Pickett's a better quarterback than both the guys that I just said. You know, we'll see. He has no correlation, though, with Kenny Pickett at all. So Kenny Pickett's just by himself, which is interesting. I think if we get it, we could go... Let me see what it looks like with the RBs right now. Okay, so Russ is at the top. Jordan Love's at the top. So a lot of these guys are at the top. Okay. I don't think we're going to be able to go, like, Jonathan Mingo later. So... guy has no correlation with really either quarterback there. Jordan Love or Russell Wilson. He takes Jordan Love. I don't really get it, but okay. One more pick to survive here. He has no Denver, so if he takes him, he's just uncorrelated Russell Wilson. Which once again makes no sense. Because, honestly, let's be honest, Russell Wilson is not a guy you take uncorrelated, but I guess you do in this case. I guess you do in this case. I guess you just take him uncorrelated. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Okay. Nice. I guess we take Mingo. I guess we do take Russell Wilson uncorrelated. Yep. I guess so. We're just gonna take Bryce Young. I guess we're just gonna take Bryce. It's fine. That's annoying. I won't even lie. It is what it is, I guess. But, you know, you got some Carolina now, so it is what it is, I guess. Not a huge fan of it, though. Won't even lie. Not even a huge fan. That's really frustrating that he takes Russell Wilson and Dulcich, and that's all the correlation he's going to be able to get. And he made his tight ends duplicate in bye week. So, yeah, he just really did that for no reason. Okay. Poker Toker 84. Let's look at his team. Jalen Hurts, Devontae Smith, and that's the only correlation he has throughout this whole team. DeMar, London, Marquise, So he really didn't even like look at week 17 for this team and be like, yep, that's the matchup we want to target. Eagles versus Cardinals. Yes, we do have Marquise Brown though, so he does have that going for him at least. I don't know if he did that intentionally or not, you know, we'll see. But you would think you would take Kyler Murray here. Maybe. You already have Marquise. Why not take Kyler Murray? You know, like why not? I get he has some risk, but like why would you not take him is my question. Now that's the agging question I have. If I had Cardinals receivers, I might. You know, if I had Rondale Moore, I might have considered it, but I just don't. So it made no sense for me to.
Wait for me. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Click and scroll, I can't let you go. They say I'm addicted to you. Oh, oh. This ain't love, no, no. This ain't love, no, no.
9 picks here. All right. All right, so we're up here in 6 picks. We're probably going to be looking to get DJ Chark if we can. I doubt we're going to be able to, though. Yeah, I didn't think so. I didn't think that was going to be possible, but you never know. You never know. You never know. Zach Ertz goes. You know, Hayden Hurst is still an option, potentially. That we kind of throw another guy out there as a stack. Not gonna sit here and act like I love the Panthers. I do kind of want to see their schedule though. I know they play the Bills some, but like Panthers and Jaguars. Yeah, Panthers, Falcons. Falcons got a good defense. Panthers, Packers, they got a decent defense. Panthers, Jags, we'll see. You know, it's kind of like we'll see. Alright, so I think what we're going to do here is we're going to have to bet on the tight ends being good, I think, and take Kyler Murray. I like that pick. So we're going to go ahead and go Kyler. I don't have any correlation to Arizona whatsoever, but we're going to take Kyler because I think it's going to be something that could pay off, especially in that last week in the Bills. You know, we'll see. I think it's something, you know, with the Arizona Cardinals, if they have a chance, they're going to have him back. Receiver is who we're looking to get here. I think we could possibly look to go... I don't even like these options. Robert Woods, maybe. Harris Campbell is going to be a late season probably kind of play, or early season kind of play. I mean, my mistake. So we're going to go Harris Campbell. I'm going to need a little bit more early season. We're going to make the bet on tight ends here that we're good there. And I think we're going to take one more wide out when it comes back around. We don't need a running back. Running back's something we don't need. These are our guys. We don't need another running back. In my eyes. Once Judy comes back, I think we're looking at a really solid team here. Once Judy comes back, though, we gotta really think about Judy. Let's see, who do we have correlated up here? We have Josh Allen with Kincaid. So we have Buffalo and the Panthers. Is there anybody in the Buffalo schedule we can look at and say, okay, maybe we can get correlated in that game? The Chargers, Cowboys, and Patriots, okay? So maybe we can get some correlation in those games. Patriots, there's Devontae Parker still there. Devontae is a guy that is at least there. Who else? Chargers and Cowboys. Cowboys, there's definitely not going to be anybody. Chargers, maybe we make the bet and say, okay, what's his face? Holy crap, what's his name? Palmer, Josh Palmer, becomes a guy who is on the field. Did somebody already take Palmer? Oh, somebody already took Palmer. Okay. Well, never mind. So, Josh Palmer's already gone. So that's not a bet we can even make. Patriots. Hendrick Bourne. Ah, yikes. Okay. What about the Panthers? We make a bet that somebody on the other side of the ball is going to do something. Green Bay, Falcons. We can go Mac Hollins, maybe? Not a big Mac Hollins fan, but like, at least that's something we could do. It's something. That's how I'm looking at it. It's something. Or we could just go not correlated whatsoever and try to get maybe a Cardinal. What about the Cardinals? I know week 17's the Eagles, but like Bears and Niners, not gonna help us until the final week. Are there any Cardinals, right? Dortch, maybe? Dortch is not really a guy I'm excited about, but... Dortch isn't a guy that we sit here and get happy about, but it's something. You know, I'm not really willing to go a third tight end here with my receivers where they are. I'd rather make the bet, you know, that Harris isn't really going to help me. God, there's really nothing else we can correlate. What about Vegas? What's Vegas' schedule look like? Week 17's versus the Colts, Kansas City, and Chargers. So that could be something, maybe. Shakir could be another bet that we make, you know. I like the Shakir bet. Go Khalil Shakir, actually. I think the Khalil Shakir bet to kind of pair up with Allen and go with that. I think that's a better bet because maybe Shakir helps us towards postseason time. So there's our team. Not a bad little squad, in my opinion. You know, if Kyler Murray comes back, this team looks a lot better. Because I think we have some upside there. So it looks like we have Pitts, Kincaid at tight end, Allen, Bryce, Kyler, Jacobs, Aaron Jones, Samaje Perine, Jarrett McKinnon, and Damian Harris. Then at receiver, we have Justin Jefferson, Jahan Dotson as a reach, Jerry Jeudy, Elijah Moore, Kadarius Toney, Jonathan Mingo, Paris Campbell, Khalil Shakir. Not a bad team, I think. I think we did okay there. I think we're going to call it a night there. Short stream. Just one draft tonight. I will see you guys back in the live stream tomorrow. I'm going to start scheduling these for 9 o'clock Central Time, 10 o'clock Eastern. So if you guys want to catch my streams, I'll be live then. I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Peace.